Let's see what she does. Okay, we're live. We're in the bus now. Let me share this out. Hopefully it holds. Other update. Okay, we got some people coming in. Hey, what's going on? I'm just getting ready to share this out. Let me cut off this fan. I changed shirts because it's hot. It stays out here. No sound. No sound. Hello, 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 hello. No sound. Oh, all good now. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay. Let me share this out real quick. Today was one of the hottest days we've had here. It was like 85 degrees. Or 86 or 87 was the high. It was something. All right, let me share this everywhere. Dude, let me share this everywhere. I'm just gonna share it to my Discord because until I get this all figured out, I don't really want to share it wide. We're just kind of testing it, you know what I mean? How's everyone doing tonight? A small stream. Well, we're starting off small. See if anybody else comes in. Oh, I got beeping. I need to turn off my notifications. That ain't pro. Who's this from? Mysterious. Oh, okay. This is well, I'm not gonna like dox. I think we interviewed them. But I met this person here, and he wanted to ask me. Okay. So what's everyone doing tonight? It's middle of the week. Wednesday. Oh, it's 8 p.m. Oh man, something's starting up. But most people are working regular jobs. I'm not. I'm out here listening for Bigfoot. There is rain coming, so I got to remember that microphone set up outside. But hopefully we hear something here soon. And I figure out some of the screens for this thing because when I open the windows, it just moths come flying in. That's kind of an issue we got to get around. Oh wait, can I get some more? I didn't turn on my fancy lights. There we go. Go red alert. Oh, red alert doesn't look so red. Maybe it's because I got all these other lights on. Can we go red alert? Well, it doesn't look. It's so weird. It's so weird that this the DJI, like nothing really looks like the true color of what it is. I don't know if it's. Even I look a little bit healthier. I'm usually very pale, but like it's not coming through with the red. A strong thought. Excuse me, tuna. It's kind of a lighter. These are touch lights. I can just touch them. Check this out. Night light. Reading light. Brighter reading light. Less bright reading light. Pretty fancy. All this equipment I bought from it was from another project that didn't come through that this couple was doing, and they were doing it was a 1984 Starcraft. Oh, that's like really dim. Hold on, let me get some lights. Let me get one light on me. Actually, I think this guy over here was doing some good too. Okay, that's doing something. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, that should be a little bit easier for everybody. Screens for the windows. Yeah, and they're just bus windows. You know, your classic like. So I don't know. They'd have to go on the outside, but they have to be like their own frame. I'll consider these things. My baby would just might get lazy and just get a roll of screen and just magnets. And the one nice thing about the exterior of this bus is it's just giant piece of steel, like stick stuff to it, weld stuff to it. So that's very nice. We don't have a periscope. I don't even have thermal yet. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I thought I would probably have something like that by now, but I didn't. I messed up. Sorry, guys. I went on vacation to Vermont. It was beautiful. And all the periscope money got eaten up. It all went down with the ice creamies they have up there. Man, that was a long time ago. I went up there for that Whitehall Bigfoot Festival, and right on. Okay, we got some people rolling. Whoa, Scorpius, what's going on? Oh, you don't want to ask about the periscope? I didn't even see the name on it. Mr. Booberry says money well spent. I did get some cool shoes too at a place. Man, it's hot in here. I feel like I'm in like an '80s Tony Scott movie. Sweating like a pig. I'm gonna dab myself like that guy at what was that? Was that Sharon Stone movie where she spreads her legs? Basic Instincts, and he's all like, "I'm doing a basic." Damn, it's hot. As soon as I need the periscope, an ATN 160 monocle. I'll look that up right now. 160. Look it up now. Looking it up now. Oh yeah, that one is nice. Very. I think one of the things that I've learned over kind of working on this is how it's more of a better platform. It's more of it works better as a base camp to kind of leave from. So like I said, this is the first trip. I'm trying to figure out what works, how it works, because like one of the catch-22s I realized about this was let me see if I can get you guys a little bit more centered up. One of the things I realized that this is like a big thing to hold, as what she said, is that like the solar panels work great, and at the shop or when we were building it, it's out in the open, so it gets sun. It gets a good amount of sun, so we saw it in its best possible performance. When you get it out here, every little piece of shade kind of crossing it really takes away from the power you're getting. So like today, despite it being like sunny, for the most part, the latter half of the day was quite sunny. I was still only ever pulling about 100, like just over 100 watts out of a 400 watt system. But you have to consider too, the roof is curved. So I got two on this side. So that's going to catch for like half the day. And then when the sun gets over the other side, you're going to catch the other. There's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours where I got like peak sun coming down on it. So that's an issue they got to consider. I got to keep this thing out in the open, but it's a catch-22 where it's like, to have all this power to kind of supplement the air conditioning and all that, I have to put the bus out in the sun, which only heats it up more. So it's kind of give and take. So I got to run the Jenny for at least like a couple hours a day just to make sure there's like a good enough charge on the battery all the time. Oh, Scorpio said I have a thermal. Have it. Hell yeah. Just send it over to old Jesse and Joe, and I'll run by and pick it up from them. Oh, I'll take a free thermal though. Hell yeah. Next time you pass through Winston-Salem, I'll meet you and you can have it. Oh, wait. Oh, you got a Winston-Salem. Oh, that's right. When I was leaving to go work on that, can you guys hear me if I set it here? Can you guys still hear me? Or I feel like I need to be on top of that one. Every once in a while, like machines begin to start up. I hear the inverter just like, that's pretty fun. Yeah, oh yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when we got to the LBL, I drove through. I drove near Winston-Salem, right? I took a picture of that Pilot Mountain, which on the Andy Griffith show, it's Mount Pilot, which is inaccurate. But I mean, I think they filmed that show in California, so it's not really that accurate. That little Wildcat Tattoos. Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Hey, thank you. Hope you're doing well too. I'm just sweating like a pig. Would you guys be mad if I just switched to my Ranger panties? Because I normally sleep in like something like this, a very light shirt, and then like my Ranger panties. And you don't know what Ranger panties are. They're just those like really kind of silky, olive green, very high running shorts. You'd have to paint the top or the whole thing white to try to reflect the sunlight as much as possible. Yeah, and that's why I did so much of the roof. That's why I did so much of the roof white. The original bus, it was just the very top was white. I brought the white, I repainted it, but I brought it all the way down around the sides. That's why I went with some more safari colors, because of it being needing. A lot of people were telling me to paint it black, and I just did not want to deal with that. I'd be cooking alive in here. So I try to keep it lighter colors, and I like that safari. It's the color for this bus is desert clay is what it's called, and the top is just classic white. And I did as much of all the way around. The only part that's still remaining black from the original paint job, which if you did see the original paint job, maybe I can bring it up on here somewhere. But the original paint job, it looked like a prison bus. Let me I someone in there with Mr. Boo said, yeah, black would heat it up more. Yeah, black, and everyone, I'm sure it sounds cool, but can I bring stuff? I guess yards for this. Can I bring things in? I don't have access to these features. Why not? This is YouTube Studio. Why don't I have access to these? Whatever. But I'll post some pictures of the original paint color. Julie Bug 50. Hello, MK. What's going on, Julie Bug? Good to see you here. Good to hang out with you guys. Bigfoot Dwarf in the house. That's where I really want to go, is head out west. It's another really big nut kick is the diesel prices right now. Out here, it's from where I was at in Fayetteville, it was a 2-hour drive out here, and in a Corolla, that's like half a tank. You know, not even. That's maybe like a little over a quarter of a tank. In this Haas, it's like half a tank, but that half a tank is like 50 gallons. And with it being like $5 a gallon, you do the math. I think it'd be cheaper for me to actually, I should have built an airplane to go look for Bigfoot. It would have been cheaper. Oh. Well, I'm going to try to make it out there soon, Bigfoot Dwarf. I need to get out west. I'm popping in a Zen because I can't smoke in front of y'all. I need to tone it down too. I've been getting like Uncle Bucky with my smoking. No, Uncle Buck was on the 5-year plan. He's like, oh, 5 years doing tobacco, 5 years I do tobacco, 5 years I do cigarettes, and then I'm cold turkey. Mr. Boo said a moped. Yeah, that's about the only thing. I mean, a Corolla is not too bad, but yeah, moped's probably the next best thing. Man, I should have just got like a hatchback, or I should just paid off my hatchback and just used it to go all around and stay in hotels. But the bus is cool, and I like the bus. It's finally coming together a lot more. It's like a home. Is it weird that you guys can see my toilet? I can't do anything about it where the toilet exists at. Scorpio, that's what mileage on DOS tuna boot. It's somewhere, estimation, it's about 12 miles a gallon, which isn't bad. It may be a little worse, maybe like 11 to 10, but with all things considered, it's not bad. It's just she's just heavy, and she's a heavy beast. Mr. Moral, what's going on? Good evening, man. Your ride looks sick. Thanks. I need to get more kind of trim pieces finished up on it, but she was ready to go. There's like exposed wiring everywhere, but that's something that's going to be ever evolving. So I didn't want to come up with some permanent cover for the wires because they just run down. I got a channel on this side and a channel on this side where all the wires run. I didn't want to cover them up because it's like I'm always going to be running stuff. And it's always useful to have. I have a couple extra power wires running down through here. I've talked about this on my Discord. The fridge is my favorite, I think, gadget that I got out of this whole thing. It's a Ice Cup 60 liters. Let me see if I can I got all kinds of guys. I'm gonna go over here for a second. Come with me on this. Join me, won't you, on this journey to this side of the bus. This is the Ice Co fridge, and yeah, I got some blue Gatorades. I got cords dangling up, but I love this fridge. This fridge has been really great. It's got 2 compartments on top. Well, the main thing I like about it is I can put like full gallon jugs of milk or juices in there, but I can keep rubbing against this. She's tight in here. I can set different temperatures, so I can have a freezer if I want to on one side, or I can have a fridge on the other side. It kind of just works. Mr. Morrill said, "Have you encountered anything weird happening to you lately?" Since I've been out here, I haven't had. I heard something kind of weird this morning, but it could just be like I said, it was breezy, so like it could have just been like a tree knocking on each other. But I thought I heard a knock here. What was the last weird thing? It would have been on the LBL trip I just went on, and definitely, yeah, I'll take that back. The LBL trip, there was several weird things. One I cannot, but it was super weird. But then there was a good audio captures there, and like there was what we sounded like it sounded like your Hollywood werewolf. Like that's what it sounded like coming out of the woods, and that was the second or third to the last day when we were out there. We were going through this. I'll talk about that much. I think we kind of like touched on it before. And a shout out to Surviving the Strange, Steve, wherever you are. I miss you, buddy. Steve almost killed me though with his snoring. I'll tell that story whenever he has a chance to defend him in some big ones. So that was weird. Just a giant pellet poop, and then how we came across it was really weird. Of course, stepped in it, but we were kind of almost giving up on the location, and then all of a sudden it was just like there, and that's happened a few times. It happened in the Sasquatch on the in the Sumter. What's that movie called? It's got like 4 different titles. The one that we just did for STM, or Jesse did. I always insert myself like I do something, but I don't. I just run around. Would you go to the LBL on the bus? I plan on going to the LBL on the bus. I really like that area of the LBL, not just because of the Dogman stuff, but like that whole area around there feels like it's a nice little slice of Americana. It feels like everything just kind of. It feels like it hit the 1980s, and then everything just kind of took a nice, slow, kind of chill. It's not run down. That's what makes it special. It's not run down. It just feels like everything kind of like has a 1980s aesthetic. And it just kind of maintained well. And I really, really like that. I like that whole area a lot. So I definitely plan on taking the bus up there. What else? There's Rick Skinner said, that's better than the 97 Dodge Ram conversion van got the last few years. I had her. She was getting about 9 MPGs and had a 44-gallon tank. Oh, do you remember what kind of engine it had in that? I remember the old Dodge gets me. I have a Dodge Dakota Sport 2001. That's technically a classic car, and it's got the 4.7 Magnum, and I love that engine. It's a gas hog, but you at least get to enjoy it. I think it's got somewhere around like 270 or 260 horsepower, but that little tiny Dodge Dakota, it's butter. But now like a 4.7 Magnum or something akin to that in a big conversion van, probably not that great. We used to have not to go down like memory road, but I used to be right after high school, like when I turned 18, I went and got a job being a residential electrician, just like running wire, doing trim outs. And we had the crappy work van that you would just get if you were the lowest on the totem pole was a Dodge conversion van. I don't remember what it had in it though. It wasn't, I think it was like I don't remember what it was, like a 360 or something like that. It'd probably be good in different platforms. Particularly great. Would you go to the LBL? Would you go to the LBL with the? I already answered that one. Yeah, totally. I like to. I've been trying to convince my mechanic out here. He's got a channel, Mulvey Motorsports. check him out on YouTube. I should find that link and throw it in there real quick. He's really into. He mostly does like boat mechanics, like marine mechanics. But he also does like motorcycles and pretty much anything with an engine. But I was like, and be like, hey man, you should move up there. It's cool. There's lakes on both sides. What was I just looking up? Oh, share his YouTube in the chat. There's some like little behind the scenes of the bus in his on his channel though. You can see him working on some of the power. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Be right back with you guys. He's also a pilot, so he was flying this weekend. How do I share? Share channel. Copy. I'm gonna throw this in the chat. 5.2. I don't remember too much about the 5.2. Yeah, check out that channel, y'all. Subscribe, like him. He flies planes, so he does like a little bit of everything. You get like mechanical tutorials, or he might be flying somewhere cool, or he might be building a battery system for a school bus to hunt Bigfoot. A lot of cool stuff. A 5.2. I remember that engine. But yeah, Dodge. I always avoid Dodge, though. But man, they are fun cars. If you to the LBL on the bus, can you stay there as long as you need to? Most of the rules, I have to check them out. This is a paid area I'm in now. You just pay daily. National Forest, like I can just park, from my understanding, at least from here, I can stay in a spot for 14 consecutive days, and then I have to move. I don't know if I have to leave the campground necessarily, or just move a spot, just move in general. But I mean, I wouldn't stay in a place for, I think 2 weeks would probably be a limit of a place where I'd want to stay. Like if I found a place that it behooved me to kind of stick with it because activity was increasing. That was kind of what was the logic with getting the bus was there's another campsite here called Yates Place. Let's see if I can get, I don't know why I leave moving things around, but the place here in Yates Place. And it doesn't really have many. There's the Doles were checking out. It was a guy that was kind of staying there. It was a homeless guy. And the longer he stayed there, it became more aggressive and kind of pushed him out. So kind of the thinking behind this is if I could take up in an area and maybe not necessarily annoy it, but where it gets comfortable with me or it just kind of begins getting used to whatever the phenomenon is, then maybe activity would increase and then I can catch it on camera or on recorder. And that's kind of the logic here. Hopefully it works out here. This particular site, though, this place has always been very active. And when we were out here when we were working on the Monster on Morris Mountain doc, like day one of that documentary filming was wild. Like that was a crazy day. We met in this video when it happened. And then that night, it was right over in the campsite next to us is where we were set up at. That's when Joe was looking at something on the thermal, kind of moving across the hilltop. And me and Jesse were sitting kind of behind him. And we were looking in that direction where he was kind of looking. Just, you couldn't see nothing. It was dark, but whatever. We're just looking up there. And that's when we saw like that white ethereal stingray thing kind of just like jump through the trees. Kind of go like, it didn't, jump's a bad word for it. It like flew. Like, and that was super weird. That was all on like day one. So very, very wild day. It was a boo boy just moved his spot over. I think that's literally or two. I think if you just move, as long as you're not stationary in one spot for more than 14 consecutive days, I think you're good. But I only got this place for I can stay here longer if I wanted to, but I think I'm gonna check out a different spot. I might either go down to the Yates Place area, which is bigger than just that front area. There's a gate, sometimes it's closed, sometimes it's open. I'm assuming it's seasonal. I wouldn't mind getting back in there because I've heard some weird stories in that spot. I used to actually go hammocking back there because it's kind of far enough away from Yates Place where it's not the I don't want to make Yates Place sound bad, but because it's not. They do a lot of like events there too. Just past weekend there was a hammock hang, like a big hammock group hang there. But if you're homeless, like if you look up like Uwharrie free camp, Yates is always number one, so that's kind of where they go first. Scorpio said, I really hope a cryptid guest would not take the slapping would not take to slapping the side, like many stories report. You don't want dents. Scorpius, I'm proud to say, slap away, Bigfoot, slap away. I'm fine with it. That's kind of like been the joke around when we were working on this thing. I mean, especially when you're moving lumber in and out. Oh, but yeah, okay, like my dreams. I had a dream where I was sleeping right behind me, where I normally sleep at, and for some reason, I just knew I had the feeling I was in like Washington State or like Oregon, something like that. I was somewhere. I don't know why. It's hard to explain it. Is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to try to this dream to you. I just thought I was somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, and I just knew instinctually I was in a place that was like a hot spot. And then I dreamt of this, just seeing out the window of the bus doors right over here, just like like, like smacking it real fast. I got really freaked out. So if that happens, I'll probably get freaked out. That's probably what's going to happen. Dream. That's right. I'm living the dream. It's. I think I'm designed to live like I have grown. If that makes any sense, it's like I have to in the middle of the woods. Like you got to bring in your water. You got things to maintain, and nowadays in the 21st century, like even in the Alaska off-grid people, they got solar panels, they got batteries. So I kind of have a mentality of like this is like a cabin. I don't move it too much. So when it does drive, it's like a big event day. Like I got to set everything down. That was such a nerve-wracking drive. I'm not going to keep harping on it, but and once you kind of figure out where the lines need to be, where you're in the middle of the lane, you're good to go. I keep feeling like I'm getting away here. But what's weird is I never remember my dreams, and then when Jesse and Joe had that weird dream in Sumter where like these people they knew were coming out all vampiric. I don't remember anything that night, but I did wake up like against like like terror sweats like up against the side of my little solo tent. So like something I was dreaming of something. I think everyone dreams. Hey tuna everybody, tuna butt, tuna butt. But I don't remember that. But then it was like a week later, I had a dream and I completely remembered it. I'm not saying those the two events were connected. I'm sure I just changed something in my lifestyle. But yeah, that's weird. Dreams are weird. Dreams are very weird, and I think they do mean something. I don't want to get too wooey here. Tuna's doing her nightly inspections of everything. Inspector Tuna. Do 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 do. Thanks. Das Tuna butt. All right, Tuna. These cats have a water fountain down here with flowing water, fresh distilled water, and it runs through a HEPA filter, a little sponge filter to catch grit, and it has a UV light inside. And these cats will drink the most putrid water that's in like I have a little hand dish for washing hands and like rinsing my face off. I've used that thing all day today. Tuna will go, come on, get your butt out of here. Tuna says, you have something you want to say to the folks? I love Tuna. Tuna's the best. She's the best cat ever. Isn't that right, Tuna? Are you guys all right with some cat love right now? Ogata's terrified. He's down here though. Can I show the folks Ogata? Can I show the folks Ogata? All right. There we go. I think I got a little bit of room down there. Ogata down here. Let me get a light on. Kind of where Ogata hangs out at. He's passed out. Oh. That's like the worst lighting ever for anything. Just that particular part is like very shadowy. I had one of those cat water fountains. He completely ignored it. Yeah, cats are like, they drive me nuts. They also like are like demand the most. Does anybody follow the Steel Toe morning drama? This is like drama stuff, funny drama stuff. But does anyone follow the Steel Toe morning drama? It's part of the Dabbleverse. That's another thing. You guys, what all that stuff is. But there's a guy named Aaron, a morning show on YouTube or something like that, and he like talks about killing cats. It drives people nuts. The guy's awful. He's like the worst. Trying to get these legs. I can get the. There we go. That's better. Whoa. There. Okay. I need to get like a. I don't know. Maybe I don't want a permanent mount. I'm kind of a squirrely guy. I like being able to move things around. Man, I wish I could disconnect that camera and go outside with it. That'd be really cool. Is the stream working good though? Like, is everyone? I guess that's what the issue is. That's not really a big issue. I can pull an extension cord outside and just set up the entire Starlink setup. In fact, I got a 50-foot extension cord. I got an outlet right back there. I could run that thing potentially, because I got a 30-foot cord in the Starlink. I can run that thing 80 feet away from the bus. And then the generator's got another 50 feet, so I can run it in the opposite direction. You might not even know there's a generator running. That does suck though. Like I can't you definitely can't look for Bigfoot with a generator going in the back. That ain't gonna work. But yeah, with an extension cord, I could perceivably. Maybe that's what I'll do. I can set up the. I'll try it again. We're gonna keep doing this. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep trying different things till it works. Starlink though, it does keep getting better and better. I don't have much issues with it, even here with the tree coverage, just for like streaming, like watching stuff streaming. I don't have that much of an issue with it. It works pretty good. In fact, I did get a notification I need to update it, so I think it's doing a hard reboot at 3 a.m. Paul F. Green said, "Do they have electric outlets?" The bus, it's got it's technically got two. It's got one down here below me, and that's what's running all this right here. Then there's another one back here. And as much stuff that could be ran off the 12 volt runs off the 12 volt. So like the refrigerator runs off the 12 volt, but it does have the option, or I can put it on the DC. But we figured it'd probably just be more efficient running off the 12 because you're not dropping it, or it's not dropping voltage. I forget how it goes. That's right. Starlinks require regular updates or they brick themselves. Yeah. I got the home standard one because I figured size. I'll just get the size. Oh, speak level. Let me know if we're back. I just got a warning that we're losing connection. It's because we're talking crap about Starlink and it knows. I got like the home house one, so I got like a modem here and everything and router. So it seems to perform pretty good. I'll tell you what, though, as soon as I get off of this, I'm going to crank that generator back up and blast this AC for about half an hour and cool this whole place down. Mr. Boober, Elon's out to get you. I hope he does it because I was really trying to get on that Starship program. Intermittent freezing, but mostly great. All right, cool. It should be because I'm like right next to it. But I mean, out here, it's pretty impressive. Like, it's all, we were just outside down here. Granted, there's no leaves on the trees, but it's getting through there. That's another like thing I gotta figure out too. I gotta have the bus and the Starlink kind of out in the open somewhere, to where they can get a. Maybe I'm kind of overthinking the bus being out in the open, but the Starlink definitely is going to require some open air. And then I guess I can get more of these. It's called a mesh unit, which is like a router system. I guess I can actually and foreseeably go, if each one is another 30 foot or 50 foot, I could get another one extended out to another 50 foot. That'd be pretty cool. What's going on? We have about 40 minutes. We'll wrap this up in like 20 minutes, a good hour. I'll go check the, maybe I'll pop on with my phone and then we'll go outside. Can we do that? Is that possible? I saw a setting where I can, since my phone is linked to my laptop, I can and yeah, I got Godzilla on my phone. You know it. You know it. Um use the camera on my phone. So maybe that's what I'll try. Hey, I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna try everything. We're gonna try everything 3 times. Where can one camp? Oh, I think Paul is asking about the campsites here. No, there's no electrical outlets here. This is a primitive site, so you just got a burn pit. They got a pole so you can hang up your trash bag, and that's pretty much it. And a picnic table, and so it's a very primitive site out here. And during the weekdays, no one's really out here. Like I said, I saw a few people pulling around there, but I don't think they're staying, which is good because I want to crank up this generator. What else? What other Godzilla stuff I have around here? I had to leave a lot of that Godzilla stuff back at the in storage. I did find a good spot for my favorite movie poster. We're divulging into movie talk now, guys. So buckle up. If you guys want to talk about any movies, just type the name of a movie in chat, and I'll talk about it. But my favorite movie poster ever is from Godzilla versus Godzilla 2, which is a Heisei era Godzilla movie. And that poster, it was drawn by a guy named Norio Uwharrie. I think that's it. But he did that classic kind of old painting style that he's done a bunch of posters. You guys have seen a lot. He did the international poster for the Goonies where they're all like hanging off that rope, and it's like a painting though. You can tell it's like some sort of old base painting. He did that. He did the most baller Star Trek poster ever, which is the Empire Strikes Back international poster, and that's the one that's got, you guys seen it. I think the Blu-ray, one of the big Blu-ray releases used this cover. That's where you got Darth Vader's helmet. It's like half taken up, like, and then you got